he was 5'11".
Yeah.
He was 5'7" ish.
Hello.
That's
Welcome
That's
to
always
tonight's
Napoleon. Hang
session.
on.
Joey was actually 5'11" is now going to be the biggest thing that we always talk about at all times.
5'6".
Yeah.
He's 5'6". Yeah, well.
Taller
fine.
than me.
Fun fact: the only
Wait, he
reason
was
that we
taller
think
than
that-
you?
I'm only 5 foot.
Oh.
Yeah, the reason that we all think that Napoleon was short is because British propaganda. Because they called him Le Petit General, which was in reference to his age, not his height. But
That's crazy.
But
British
he acted
people-
with short man energy, for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, don't we all?
I can see that.
One way or
I
another?
well,
Oh no.
yes.
This is going great. All right. Welcome
What's
to I don't know. Welcome to another exciting episode where we talk about height and the differences therein. Yeah. I am Aaron. I will be your dungeon master for the evening as we go and do some stuff in Milan in the year 1805. I'm sure nothing in the slightest could possibly go wrong tonight. With me. Oh God. Wait, hold on. I was like, wait a minute. Why is this looking weird? Well, no, it's because there we go. Dimitri and Orin were in the different places, and I was like, oh,
Oh,
didn't
I
notice.
wanted to play Dimitri tonight.
yeah. Well,
Like that.
no.
Well,
No.
My friend sent me a particle invite, and I accidentally clicked the notification when I opened it, and it had the effect of a spider crawling across the screen, and I just almost threw my phone.
Anyway, all right. So I have our lovely players. We have Dimitri.
Oh, howdy.
I will give you $5 whole if you do that the whole rest of the evening.
All of this, really? Why?
I don't know. Just
Honestly,
to
it's helping my
challenge you.
throat, 'cause-
He's looking for an excuse to give you money.
oh wow.
No.
He likes to pay, apparently.
Okay then. Anyway, moving on.
Mom, can you come pick me up? People are doing ASMR and I'm uncomfortable.
Next to Dimitri, we have Ezra.
It's me,
It's
Mario!
the gay one.
Ezra.
Which one's that?
I don't know. Ezra, probably.
Yeah. Ezra is wearing the latest. I'll say du jour. The latest du jour accessories.
Sure, no?
Delivery.
Red
Did
Fair
you know?
fashion.
It's not
Yeah.
delivery. It's the giorno.
Yeah.
No, see, aesthetically it makes sense because it's only, where is it? It's only one half, and Ezra's a half elf. So,
I mean, okay.
Is this the comedy you came here for?
It's
tonight?
valid. It's valid.
Valid. All right.
okay,
And
what
then
people leave for.
then we have Oren.
Yay, that guy. He did a thing.
Yeah, Oren is in his new house. Welcome to your new home.
It looks a lot like the old one, but it's different.
Yeah.
Is it like a different?
It's the same complex, just a different unit.
Oh,
So yeah.
And it's a 1-bedroom. So I don't
same
have-
layout or?
No, it's a 1-bedroom as opposed to a 2-bedroom. So now I'm alone.
Hello.
Hey, you can host.
Oh God. Not the hosting. Yeah, dinner parties. That's what it is. He's hosting dinner parties.
I didn't say hosting for what. That's all you.
I know. That's what I said. Dinner parties. Anyway, all right. Announcements. We have tomorrow. We have our Age of Innovation game. So that. Sorry. Hold on. Rewind.
So we'll see
Tomorrow.
you guys tomorrow when we come back here to play this game.
We're playing checkers tonight, right?
All right, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow we have our Star Wars stories, Tales of the Hidden Path tomorrow. This is
Oh,
why I
wow.
should. This is why I should write things down instead of like just letting them happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, tomorrow we'll have the Star Wars Stories, Tales of the Hidden Path, where we are playing with some friends from across the Star Wars Twitch universe. It'll be a lot of fun. Again, there are, as was said yesterday during the Savannah by Night stream, there are going to be betrayed by orphans. At least that is what is expected. We'll see if that is actually what happens or not. But yeah, and then we do have at the end of the month on the 28th, I believe, we're going to have a nice little surprise as we return to the Forgotten Realms with some old and new faces, as we do like a little one-shot in the old Game of Santos universe, bringing some new players into the world. We'll see how that goes. Sure, nothing terrible will happen there either.
Okay. Nothing to do with Galil because I have no messages about it.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Thank God.
Galil died already. Remember when you went to?
No.
No,
No.
he didn't.
No, false. No, he did not. But otherwise, yeah. All right. So, also, we I think that about covers it. Yeah, I think so. Trying to think if there's anything else.
I don't know. You're the boss.
I don't know about that. I'm distracted, but here, it's okay, LV. We appreciate you being here. And Lam. Thank you, Lam, for being here as well. Oh.
Just wait until we kill B-Town again.
No. We're not killing B-Town again.
What
That
is
would
it
be
now?
that would be wild. I
It's
do.
B-Town. We're just finishing off the job.
Wow. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Also, our Savannah by Night crew, we wish them a new and happy journey as they start their own channel, The Midnight Dispatch, as they will be doing that on Wednesdays over on that channel. So go give them a follow. I'm sure they will appreciate it. And yeah, best of luck on their nighttime journeys. But otherwise, I think that's it as far as announcements goes. So we will go ahead and get started on tonight's episode of Age of Innovation, The Hunted.
Now.
Hey! Thank you, Ranger. That was very kind of you. Very nice, very nice.
How long have I been a part of this channel? I'm only just now subscribed.
Same.
Wow.
Wait,
It's
did
fine.
I get it? No, I don't think I did.
No, you went to someone named the Lydia. I'm a mod and I got a sub.
Joom just subscribed night 220. Oh,
I
270.
did get subscribed
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at us.
Look at you.
Wow, we're so good.
You, last we had left off, the three of you had been spent now about a month and a half in Milan, establishing your cover and jobs and such to kind of blend in as best as possible with the locals as you prepare to try and gather in as much intelligence as possible. The war between the quiet and dark and secretive war between the Fold and this new cult of fear has led to many changes in the way the Fold does their reconnaissance. Now is more a time of spycraft and subtleties, as for whatever reason, the cult is an extremely elusive band to try and divine on. Something that the Fold used to be able to use regularly is now a little harder to do for whatever reason. And that is part of the things you're trying to find out. That, as well as why this new cult of fear has access to technology and weaponry far more advanced than anything previously seen in the mortal theater. So, as Orin has taken in a job as a courier, delivering packages and, I'll say delivering deliveries, but as you've been delivering deliveries from
deliveries, mate.
Orin has taken up a job working for Amazon Prime.
Was Amazon
I lose my
Prime,
job at
but-
the end of the month because of the drones, you know?
No.
Not the drones.
But you've taken up a job as a courier and have recently been making some deliveries of supplies from to the fortress here in Milan, where it seems that they are preparing for a massive amount of individuals to come in. Ezra has taken a job as a local practitioner of medicine, some with some rather high and noble ties, hoping to get in good with the nobility and the citizenry, and hopefully somehow find their way into the ranks of the entourage of Napoleon himself. Dimitri,
Knock, knock, let me in, Frenchman.
Dimitri has learned how to make wine and beer.
This is like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna get drunk.
He's like, for who best to learn secrets than the waitstaff of Milan, privy to many a conversation from secluded corners, because who's going to pay attention to the help? Nobody. They're just
Damn.
waiters. They barely have intelligence. Right?
Oh, wow.
Right. I can say this.
Your intelligence stat there, Dimitri?
Wow.
Can we put on the little ticker on the bottom of the screen that Aaron doesn't like the help?
My intelligence is only a 12.
Hey, you're smarter than Ezra.
I'm just above average.
I don't know what I think I have average.
Beautiful.
Yes, mine is an 11. It's barely smart.
Yeah. You guys are good. You guys are just where you need to be. Nice. Oh wow, I have a frog wow emote now.
No.
Or what? Oh, wow.
Yeah, frog wow was opened in our hype chest. B-Town, hello, welcome.
Let's go, B-Town.
No, B-Town, we don't want to kill you again.
Okay. Incidentally, on this one particular night, both Dimitri and Orin received an invitation from a man named Vernon. Both in separate locations. Dimitri at his restaurant, Orin at his one of his showings at an underground fight club. as Orin does.
Was it the same man named Vernon?
Or I said a man named Vernon. Yeah.
Yes.
Or was it the same one?
Was it
I
the same man?
I don't know. You'll have to find out.
You'll have to find out tonight on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
An apartment bell ring, but that just made me shit my pants.
Lovely, lovely. Bang. And Ezra, as you and Zanakule had shared a little late night snack, you watched as some soldiers marched into town. And I think that's about where we left off.
Yeah, and I talked about how I'm a terrible mentor.
No, I believe it was you were just afraid to make a decision that would put them into a dangerous place. Which is honestly, not a bad thing to be concerned about.
Yeah.
It's fine. All right. So that being said, once Dimitri, your shift is done, and you return to the safe house where you and the rest of the gang are located. I love that everybody just is gone now.
I know, right?
Just literally walked off. They left. They left. Oh.
One had food that she said she's getting.
Oh.
He's just out of the camera.
Where'd you... Orin.
My piece is here.
Yeah. What's up?
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I was looking for something for my desk. I apologize. I'm still here.
It's like, where'd you go?
I can still hear. I just had to go right there. We're good.
Okay.
It's just right there. I'm
I
sorry.
have to go outside because these delivery men cannot read 2E apparently, and they keep trying to leave with the food.
I wanted to light a candle, and I was looking for my lighter. I apologize.
Well, I was gonna say, with you returning home, Dimitri, and Orin shortly thereafter. What do you guys, if you guys would like to talk or do anything?
Right. So.
Oh, I had a very strange day.
Well, how was it strange? Let's
Probably
put it
got an
that way.
updated map. Let me pull the updated one up. Hold on.
It was going
There we go.
fine until I got called out for being a shifter by someone who is apparently one.
Well, I mean, I suppose that's the best case scenario.
Right. But
I've never met another shifter in my life.
It's not.
well, I mean,
I cannot.
there were those ones that we killed in that side of the mansion. They, I mean, technically shifted.
But are they, I guess, born that way or made that way? Is it Maybelline?
Don't know what that is, but all right.
What is that?
It's a funny word you're using there.
We should copyright that.
Well, I also was approached by someone who, kind of a big man, really weird proportions, very large hands. Was offering me a job. His name was Vernon.
That's the same name as the one that approached me.
Really? That's him right there.
They entered the apartment.
I haven't seen her do that in a while.
Just let herself in. Anyway, what did they offer you? What were you saying, Oren?
No, it's basically offering a job, and might take us outside of what the hell is the name of this place? Milan, but 99% sure he's part of the cult.
I'm getting the same feeling from the same one.
But first, are we sure it's the same guy, or if like Vernon is like a code name? Like, what did the guy look like?
Could I do it? This is so stupid. Can I do like a history check to see how common of a name Vernon is in Milan?
In Milan.
In the 1800s.
In the 1800s?
Sure, you can make a history check. Dimitri, make a history check as you're trying to recall what it
Okay,
looked
good,
like.
because I honestly do not recall.
Ah,
Okay, history. I rolled a
History
14
for me?
plus.
it's gonna be a 6.
Ah, beautiful. Never
How
heard
common
that.
is that name?
I
Never
got
heard that name before.
15.
I've never heard of anyone named Vernon before in my life.
Dimitri, you said you got a 15 total.
I got a 15 total.
Beautiful. As you think back on the person that you had seen in the booth there at the restaurant, you remember him being very shadowed. The clothing he wears kind of kept his like body well, not covered. What am I trying to say? Like it made it hard to tell. Like, was he a big guy? Was he a small guy? Like the amount of clothing that he had on him wasn't
It was
wearing
like well hidden, I guess.
Yeah. What you do remember the most, though, is the wild look in his eyes, and that was the one, the thing that stuck out the most. Is he had the look of a wild animal within his eyes.
Totally normal.
And Orin, you remember that as well.
Well, I feel incredibly left out because I was not approached by a crazy woodsman.
What did you say?
I said I feel very left out. Apparently, I wasn't approached by a wild woodsman.
Oh, woodsman. Right.
Okay, I heard something else.
Yeah, I did.
What did you hear? Something against TDS.
No, I just heard a wild
A wild woodpecker.
I heard like a wild woodwind.
A man with a flute approached me.
A crazy flautist.
Wow.
So, do we want to make contact with this individual? I mean, if he has sought two of us out, I have to think that, they have some idea that we're here.
But
I mean, this is before we got the blood lockets on.
That's true.
I mean, it's always entirely possible, but we can make it work in our favor.
I mean, perhaps.
It is what we're here to do and find, are these people.
Wait.
And if one has sought you out, not the worst case scenario.
I have a weird question for you, Dimitri. When you are shifted, just based off of, this man, do Orphics smell different? Like, does Orphic blood smell different from regular blood?
That's a good question.
I mean, it smells like blood to me. The only thing that is your odor is like enhanced whenever I'm fully shifted.
I love that the idea of Dimitri like starts rubbing his nose because just the idea of smelling is just like making his nose twitch or itch.
I'm just remembering like the scent I always smelled off Esh.
Yeah.
It was amplified. So it smelled through his illusion so easily.
Oh, because he's stinky. Stinky man. Stinky.
To be fair, Esh never showered. He just pressed the digitated things off of his body.
Yeah.
Which I would argue is about the same thing as showering.
Is it? I mean, yeah, but you're not like putting soap on there. You're getting rid of a
You don't
smell. You're not
smell
like,
like soap, but you're getting rid of the dirt and stench. So
I refuse to believe that prestidigitate gets into all the nooks and crannies.
it's
I
magic.
really.
It gets everywhere. You want it to go.
Hunter, you get out of here. You left. You don't get words now.
And I'm saying this with the utmost love. Ash prestidigitating, instead of taking a shower, gives the energy of white people that don't wash their legs because they think it's gay.
Oh wow.
They go, the soap will run down my legs and that's cleaning it. Taylor Swift said that. That's the same energy.
I've never heard it.
I've never heard that before, ever.
Because it's gay.
So there are people that are like, I don't wash my ass because it's gay. And then there's other people that are like, I don't
Heard
wash
that
my
one.
legs because the soap runs down my legs anyway. That's the energy prestidigitate instead of showering gives me as a person.
Washing your legs is pretty gay.
I think it depends. Ash is a
I do
Swiftie.
wash my legs and I do love men. So
Hey, you know.
I mean,
I'll be right back.
okay. I mean, washing. You know, I guess it depends on how you're washing
Hey,
your legs.
I'll be back. My dog's having a panic attack or something outside.
Okay.
And then it's Chris's turn to leave for some reason.
what do you mean? Listen, all I'm saying, looping back to Vernon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, rude. I wasn't approached. What the fuck? Second of all, I mean,
To be fair,
can we make this work?
You are kind of running in like a higher caste than we are. I mean,
That is fair.
and he was kind of a gruff-looking wild man.
Rough and tumble of soap.
Yeah, usually you don't go to a doctor and you're like, I'm fucking crazy. I mean, unless you want to be put away, and that doesn't really seem to be his thing.
But I'm not that kind of doctor, though.
I know, but doctors are doctors.
Although, wait, didn't we determine that kind of doctor hadn't been invented yet?
It literally just went by on the ticker.
Shit, I missed it. I have the fucking map pulled up instead. Okay, well, against my better judgment, I think that it might be in our best interest for maybe one of you to take him up on his offer and see where it leads you. I mean, we've got all of these items that are going to help us now.
Right. Well, I would say I could do it. Because one of these items lets me teleport 500 feet away. So we could do that.
Yeah.
So, we could find a safe spot 500 feet away. You could be listening in on the spy's murmur. And if shit goes south, I can poof away and I'll have to, change my identity.
I'm gonna say that Zanakula has just been listening to your conversation as it's been going.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting she's here.
Yeah. She, in her hand, has been toying with this smoky grayish quartz orb that was sent with the package that Jacob sent for you guys, and just kind of been tossing it back and forth as she's listening to you all talk. Orin,
Yeah.
why was it that this man approached you to begin with? Do you remember?
I'm sure Oren does because of the rotor of return. That I, as Ben, don't.
Do you remember where were you?
We were at the bar where
No.
I was Isn't that where the fighting ring was? We went
Oh,
into a
yes,
side
yes,
door.
yes, yes. I was thinking the bar that was where Dimitri was, but
Yeah.
it was you went to the bar that was there at the fighting
Yeah.
thing. Yes. What did he say, for example, like what it was that called to you?
My
Because you were hot.
fighting prowess.
But you don't use your gifts,
No,
right?
I would just take the hits and punch.
So
Just a beefy
it
boy.
wasn't like a situation where he saw you wield Orphic power.
No.
So then we have to assume that he is not. It is your might that is calling to him. Perhaps not so much, not your Orphic ability. If you were indeed to use any of that in his presence, it would indeed change the nature of his interest in you. He might even become more prone to violence. If this man is indeed a shifter and is somehow related to this cult, the fact that he has not outright attacked us means that he does not know. They have not shown hesitation in the past.
That is true.
We do have something they won't.
Sorry, I do not remember what that is.
Oh, blood. Ultra blood.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. It feels like it has been a very long time since I've seen you guys. So, and I know we live together, but
No, it's fair. It's fair.
this month has been a wild ride.
Well, yeah, on some level, you've never met me before as your alternate identity.
Right, but then at the same time, I'm kind of oh,
Oh,
Oh.
okay then.
well,
Okay. You have to laugh.
Yeah.
hmm.
Okie dokie, hold on. I just got a message too. Maybe. No, it was not a message, it was a notification.
Ding.
I guess. Oh, yeah. I don't think he's going to be wanting to come back.
I would understand.
I would also understand.
Unfortunate.
Do we want to take a second?
Yeah, probably.
Take an early break.
Let's take an early break.
Yeah. We'll be right back, and we'll see where we're gonna go from here. Hold on. We'll be back in a minute. Just gotta figure out what to do next.
Be right back.
Okay, we're back.
Whew.
Um,
Back at it again.
yeah,
The boys.
yeah. Okay, so you were contemplating.
Yes, I think that is a good point. That they haven't made a move, which is not really like them. So I mean, at least we could sort of feel it out. I guess you know, Ezra, if you'll come with me, having a doctor, quote unquote, to you look like you have something to say.
I am just thinking perhaps not bringing Ezra officially with you. Having Ezra close by may be useful, but if they have not sensed that you are Orphic, having two close together may alert them a bit faster. We are still very much in the dark as to how they are able to sense us. If these blood lockets that Jacob sent are going to be useful, perhaps it is best we give it a try, but in a more controlled setting. Too many of us together may be too large of a target.
You make a valid point.
Leslie, your lead on this. What do you think?
No, I think she, right? I think she's got a valid point. We do have the spies murmurs to keep in touch from a distance.
Mhm.
You were the one invited.
Mhm.
She's got a point about keeping us a little spread out as Ulfix. I trust your ability to hold your own if things go south long enough for me to get there and assist. If you feel comfortable and safe, I am willing to sort of stay close by without being present, if that makes any sense.
Well, what might be good is, because I do have this item, you set a place of safety about 500 feet away from the building.
Mm-hmm.
I can set the anchor there, go in, and if things go bad, then I can teleport out. But that's worst case scenario.
Do we know where he wants you to meet?
I believe he said some place, and I was supposed to give his name. I unfortunately do not remember the name of it myself, but I'm sure the voice in the sky will tell me.
The voice in the sky says nothing.
Yeah, like if there was a point, like if on this map that I'm looking at, if there was a point to be labeled on the map as to where you're going to be, it would be where exactly?
Right. I think it would be somewhere along the lines of, and point in the general vicinity of wherever I'm supposed to meet.
Hold on, I'm bringing up. Also bringing up the map. The map.
It's one of those many tabs and windows I have open on my single screen right now.
Or was it someplace outside of town? I don't remember.
No, he
No, it's in
he
town.
gave you a paper with an
That's
address.
I just want to know what the closest safe house would be.
Which
477 Pamplemousse Drive.
Which I was gonna ask, which one are you guys in
3.
right now? In 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we agreed to stay in 3 because it's pretty isolated.
Okay. Then
Isolated yet in the middle of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike 4.
Oh, okay. You look at the address that he has given to you, and looking it up, there is if you go down and look at 4.
Okay.
What would be southeast? There is the Calle de Strada Vito al Carobio. So basically, it's like that street. Like you see, Carobio is right there in front, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's like Vito al Carobio right next to it.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm seeing it. I got it.
It's
Yeah.
not letting me zoom in much more.
Oh, okay. Basically, when you're looking at 4, if you went like southeast, it looks like a little. It almost looks like a little key design or something. A little bunch of squares connected together.
It's in there.
It's in basically on that street. So it's actually close to 4.
Okay.
So theoretically,
Well, actually,
if I post it up in 4,
that would
that's
be
probably a safe distance.
Okay. Well. Okay, so that street that's just due north of the key design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stampy.
Vito al Carobio.
Yeah. That is 500 feet from the safe house, according to the thing at the top left.
Beautiful.
So I think that should work. If I stay in safe house number 4,
Mm-hmm.
I would be in distance of that magic item working.
Right.
And what's the distance on the spies murmur?
A mile.
In a mile.
Mile. So I should still be able to be in
yeah.
contact with him from the safe house to there, right?
Yeah.
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 All right, so that should work. If I post up in safe house number 4,
Mm-hmm.
I can stay close by that you can report to me if you get into a bad situation, or I could run to you if you call out for it.
Right. How fast can you cover 500 feet?
How fast can I cover 500 feet? Well, I have 45 feet of movement speed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
80.
90 feet.
Yeah, 90.
That's 90 feet a turn. 90 feet in 6
6
seconds.
seconds.
So
But that's if you. But you can dash and also bonus action dash, right?
I can.
No.
So you're so right. So that would be what? Is that 45 times 3?
Mm-hmm.
Where's my phone?
Can you
Come here.
double dash like that?
Because action dash and then because
Bonus
wild-
action dash.
bonus action dash.
I think you can dash as a bonus action. You can only dash once. That I'm aware of. But maybe...
You can do it in Baldur's Gate.
Focus ability. You spend 1 focus
Right.
point to take both the disengage and dash actions as bonus actions, and your just jump distance is doubled. It doesn't say one way or the other, so I'll
No.
leave that up to rolling. If I could double dash or
Because
not.
that would be insane.
Yeah, I know. We had someone who would cover 300 feet in a turn. It was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's just assume 1 dash. So that's about 6 rounds.
I think I can last that long.
So I can
Oh, yeah?
cover that in about 36 minutes. 36 seconds.
I can last that long.
All right.
So
Well, then
dash.
that sounds like a plan to me.
All right. Well,
I'll be able to keep an eye on you without having too many Orphics in a room, and if something goes wrong, then we'll assume the cover's already blown anyway.
right.
What do you think, Zanakule? What do you think, God?
She just keeps tapping her finger on her chin. I think we have to make sure that this is going to work in as smart a way as possible. I will not be able to maintain an eye on both of you.
Both of you being me and Orin?
Yes.
I mean, also, you do have to remember, Ezra, that, that safe house does have a lot of checkpoints around it.
I know. That is the one thing that I am worried about.
But I mean, I'm sure you could go rooftop hopping.
I could. And if I put on my full Plague Doctor mask and a coat, I won't be extremely recognizable.
Right.
Because the mask it does partially obscure my form.
Mm-hmm.
It has a bit of disguise self on it.
I think that I am here to aid, support, and keep you all safe, if need be. The call.
How fast
She
can you run?
she looks over at Ezra. The call is yours to make.
How fast can you run? Xana, don't.
Xanadu?
Not as fast as you. My
think-
talents rely on protection, wards, and such.
Well, having you keep an eye on Lyra. Sorry, we were just talking about him. Having you keep an eye on Orin.
He doesn't need to come back. Let him stay gone.
Let him go. Let him go. Having you keep an eye on Orin does open the door up to the same issue of having 2 Orphics in a space.
I mean that any sort of ward that I would place on him, I would not be able to keep Ezra protected if you were found.
I think...
Orin's safety in this I think my priority is far more important, so I say we do what we can to protect Orin. And I'm a big boy, and I will figure out the rest.
Are you sure?
Puss in Boots has never been touched by a blade.
That's not true.
Yeah, I've died.
I rocked your shit that one time.
Very true, but you wouldn't be the one I'm fighting.
That's also true.
I've been shot at and been fine, and keeping you safe is my priority, Orin. So I think if you are to protect anyone, I would prefer it to be Orin in this situation, as he is the one possibly going into the Viper's Den, and I will just be playing backup.
All right. Well, then I believe that's the plan.
And break.
Do you want to go now?
I mean, when were you told to meet this guy? Like,
whenever, just when you show up, and if you do, then say his name, give him a piece of paper.
do we?
Should I wait a day or something? Do you think?
I mean, do we need prep time? Do you think? I mean, obviously we'll have to move to the other safe house.
Right.
But like, will you need time to set up your magic and such? That I don't know how that thing works.
Oh, I thought you meant me. I was like, not me.
Maybe we Go ahead.
The only things that I can do, I must do before he enters. Any preparations I make are not going to be ones that I can do now. If we are going to wait.
I mean, is there a benefit to waiting, or do we just want to strike?
I don't think so. I don't have anything I need to do. I haven't used any abilities since we've been here, so it's not like I need the rest.
Right. Well, I think before I go in, all I'll do is cast Goodberry and just have those in my bag. Just a bunch of fruit, I'm a big guy. Maybe I get snackish.
I don't see a benefit to waiting, so maybe if you're ready, Orin, we're all on you on this one.
I guess, as they say, the best time to plant a tree was 100 years ago. Second best time to plant a tree is right now.
You would make an analogy about planting a tree, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, you know what?
You would.
That's my personality.
Then I say let's get over to the safe house. You do your waypoint setup, whatever you call it.
Yeah, all right.
And see what happens.
Right. Well, let's do that then.
She takes the orb.
What could possibly go wrong?
She takes the orb and hands it over to Dimitri. She goes, use while we are out. See what you can find from this. It's a professor orb. It's got a limited but extensive knowledge of a few things. Perhaps you might be able to learn something. So she gives that. She gathers a couple of things, gets on a nice she gets on this nice black dress with like a little button up jacket and a little parasol, even though it's like the dead of night, but she takes it, nonetheless, gets a nice little hat that she sets on kind of sideways, extends her arm out to Orin. Shall we go for a walk?
Sure. Very gently take her arm.
She goes and you lead her out of the apartment complex and out into the street into the middle of the night.
Dr. Shea, she'll kill us both.
Okay.
She'll scatter our atoms across the entirety of the planet.
I'm sure it's fine.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, exactly. All right, so She and Orin take a stroll down through Milan's nightlife, aka it's probably like 11, 12 p.m., 12 a.m., 11 p.m., 12 a.m., somewhere in that range. Middle of the night as you guys are walking. It is a cool, crisp evening. You guys are going along. Ezra, you following behind? Grabbing any of the things. Are you bringing anything with you? Taking your new toy? Any of your new toys?
I mean, I probably want to take as many of my things as normal.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I have everything stuffed in my pockets. Of my
Beautiful.
big, flowy plague doctor robe. Is that a tuning fork of opening in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Ayo.
Maybe both.
Okay. Do I have... No. Okay. Walking through, as you guys walk and casually stroll, they're trying to act as nonchalant as possible, as if you're just going for a late night walk. As you are walking, you hear Zanakule kind of just humming to herself, her own little tunes, and she kind of does that on occasion when she's just kind of like thinking. But you see that as she is doing it, she's kind of like tapping her fingers on your arm in a little rhythmic pattern, and every time she does so, you see this tiny little spark of light that kind of glows around her finger, just ever so imperceptibly, just like peep, 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 peep. Kind of tap along with the tune that she is singing. Whatever it is that you find in there, Orin, make sure that you try and keep a level head. Wait until the utmost last moment before you make a move.
Do you think it's going to be bad?
I don't know. I know that with the previous times when we have encountered the redcoats, they show a ferocity that is leans into the type of creature, the type of monster that they are.
Right.
You could very well be walking into the middle of a wolf's den, for all we know. So remember to treat it as such.
All right. In your opinion, is there something specific that should be like the big red flag that I should be prepared to get the fuck out of there?
I could not tell you.
I don't mean like the obvious of like, oh hey, they have red coats, or oh hey, they're turning into werewolves.
I could not begin to say. I feel that you will know it when the time comes.
All right. Well,
I'm not sure. We are not sure what their interest is in you aside from your strength. That could be any number of things then.
Right. Well, that is good to know. Can I ask you something? You're familiar with like more of established, more of the established fold systems, right? Like you're pretty familiar with like the different groupings and everything.
She kind of looks at you and kind of smiles. I suppose in the way that is, I have been inside the fold for what? Time flies. 40, 50 years now. So in comparison to you, then yes, I have been here for a while.
During my time in the Bahi Priory, I did some reading about the fall.
Mm-hmm.
And had come across an individual who had been a Guardiani, an Alexov. Do you know anything about him?
She looks over at you with curiosity. Only that I have heard the stories of who he was. I can't say that I am familiar with him, but I know him from the histories of the Fall. It is important to know the ancestors.
Do you think he was as afraid to jump into dangers as I am right now?
I could not tell you. From the stories, he seemed to be one that was prone to jump into danger. But what he felt on the inside when doing so was and is not something that I am familiar with. I'm sure we all have a moment when we are afraid to do what must be done. Particularly when our lives are in danger.
Well, wherever he is, I hope he's I hope he can shine a little bit of light on me. Nice.
She gives you one last pat as she comes to a small intersection of various streets. Here in this intersection, you see there's like a small little cafe. All the chairs are stacked up against the side. You can see that there are two of Napoleon's soldiers that are sitting, or not sitting, but like leaning up against the wall, having a conversation, having a smoke from a pipe. As they kind of look over to you, and Zanakuli does like a little bow to them just to kind of acknowledge them. She turns to you and puts a hand on your cheek. This is where we part ways. Thank you for a lovely stroll, Signore. Until we meet again. She finishes, she squeezes your hand one last time, and you feel this surge of energy and warmth as she casts protection from evil and good. So for the next 10 minutes until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against creatures that are aberrations, celestials, as well elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. Basically, you can't get possessed by or gain the charmed or frightened conditions from any of the aforementioned things. So protects you for a little bit, but you feel slightly invigorated as she finishes the last of that casting. Once you get there, but on that particular street, there is Calle di Stampi and then the Calle di Vito Alcarobio, like run like parallel to each other. She's going down one side of that street, of that narrow street, and then you are going down the other one. So you guys will be probably within 100 feet of each other, but just walking on opposite sides of this like thin row of housing.
And you got an inspiration from Ash.
Wherever he is, he's comatose.
Coma. He sent you a Hail Mary.
It's like, this fucking idiot, he's not gonna do it. Let's just toss him one of those. All right.
Beautiful.
Well,
His new favorite
my
student.
yep, definitely his favorite student. I'll make my way to,
Praise the mother.
I'll make my way to the location.
Okay. Sounds good.
I make my way to 4.
You've and
Making my way to 4.
Ezra, you have been following behind them by about like 50, 60 feet. Like just keeping them in eyesight, but kind of just like doing the casual midnight stroll. Dimitri, we left you back at the at 3 at the safe house. Zanakule gave you the professor orb to kind of mess with while the others were gone. It's a small, about the size of a grapefruit, gray, cloudy quartz-like orb that was brought to you guys along with the rest of the toys from Jacob. But it hasn't been activated yet, so that we'll get to that here in a minute. But just letting you know where you are currently at. You're doing homework, late night homework. Oh,
No,
okay.
he's our man in the chair.
Oh yeah. You walk down the street, Orin. Make a perception check for me.
Me?
Orin.
Oh, I was like, I'm also in the street.
Yeah, you're getting to that same intersection, but going a different direction as you were going over towards the safe house. Walking with purpose.
11.
Okay. Ezra, as you pass the same soldiers that are standing there they kind of look over at you and give you a little bit of a polite nod of acknowledgement as you go over to the apartment complex and head up to the place up there. Orin, as you're walking down this row of apartments, it is is it getting loud?
Oh, Ted.
No, it's really epic.
There
I'm about to
is.
die.
I mean, you are. There's this this fog that is rolling across the street, and it just kind of doesn't help at all add to any of the ambiance and the nerves that you're already feeling walking into this particular place. You walk up to the address, and it's just like, it's basically like just a row of apartment villas.
This is actually just like a timeshare meeting.
Oh, God damn it, Hunter.
Message like that at me. Nothing could have prepared me for that. Ugh.
You get to the door and walk up. You see on the second story, curtains move shut as if someone had been watching. You just see them kind of like swing back into place.
Can I do a quick look around to see if Jacobo's anywhere?
With that perception check that we just did, I don't see anybody on the street.
Okay. All right, I'll knock on the door.
You knock on the door. You wait for a moment, and then another, and then another. And you can feel your heart beating your heartbeat starting to quicken. And finally, when you are about to knock again, the door opens and there's just like this dark inside hallway, only lit by a man with a oil lamp. You see, as this man peers around the door, a monstrously large individual. under normal circumstances. You're already pretty tall, so like it doesn't seem that out of the ordinary. But he is
5'11".
He's 5'11". He goes, yes. He looks like someone that you would have fought in the ring at some point. Like he just has that like dock worker, and you almost for a minute wonder if you have gotten to the wrong house.
Wait a minute, have I fought? Nah. I'll pull out the piece of paper. Vernon told me to come here.
You swear that he almost growls a little. There's like this slight like, Vernon sent you, did he? He opens the door a little more. Come on in then, guest of Vernon.
All right. I'll step in.
You step into the hallway and into this carpeted like entryway into this house. It is dark. There's a couple of little side rooms and you can see flickering light, like almost seems like candlelight or low lamplight that kind of just casts those dancing shadows on the wall as it hits whatever knickknacks and belongings are around the lamps themselves. There's a strange smell to this place. But you can't quite put your finger on what it is. The door closes, and this man dressed in a very simple button-down shirt that's hanging out of his pants untucked. He's barefoot, just tight little breeches on. He's like, follow me. Like lumbers down the hall. You hear the wood struggling beneath his heavy frame. You pass the first door on the left. And you do see that there's like two other oil lamps that are in here. And you see two other individuals. One seated in a chair with a book on his lap. The other one like perched up on top of the back side of the chair, just like looking over his shoulder. And they both kind of look up in unison to look at you. And as their eyes follow you as you walk past,
Good for your eyes.
You see their eyes glint, catching the light of the lamp light of the oil lamp that is in front of them on the little table. And you
like
are
naturally, or like the way eyes usually do.
the way eyes do on animals.
Got it.
Are you wearing the blood locket?
The blood locket, yes.
Beautiful. Just
It's
checking.
not like out and about, but it is tucked in.
Right.
Oh.
He walks to a set of stairs. And there's one set that goes upwards. And there's one set that goes downwards into like what would look like a lower level or a basement. And he goes up to the wall and knocks 3 times. And then starts walking down the stairs. He gets to the bottom of it goes around twice before it gets to this bottom floor, and you see that there is another individual with a musket, like loosely hung over his shoulder that he's like leaning back against the wall. And this underground area looks like it's been opened up and outwards, like almost under part of the street in maybe even some of the adjacent buildings. It's like a big basement. And there's several more individuals here. But it is dark, dim light. You still see decently enough, but it is a strain. Finally, he walks over to where there's a group of individuals, men and women, that are all standing around having a conversation. Mr. Seeger, Vernon sent someone here. A guest of his, I suppose. A man with graying hair and like a white streak that goes down the center of his head. Kind of peeks up and around. His face is very angular. Think Moff Tarkin, like very pointed face. And as he looks over at you, he gives you an up and down look. And you swear you see him almost sniff the air a little bit. So, Mr. Vernon sent you here. You are an incredibly interesting specimen.
All right.
You're
Weirdly
just-
specific usage of
He-
words.
He looks to the others that are gathered around him. Dismissed, you have things to do. He comes over to you and starts like walking around. Now, where did Mr. Vernon find you exactly?
I was at a fight club.
Oh, I see. A fighter, are you? Impressive with this size that you have. You've been a fighter for long?
Not particularly.
Better late than never. So, what do they call you?
Enzo.
Enzo. Curious. I am wondering why it was that Vernon found you so peculiar. We are searching for talented individuals, you could say. But, and he gets really up close to you, he's like, I don't quite see what it was that he found so interesting in you. No matter.
Hard to say.
Are you currently looking for work?
I am a courier, so I'm fairly satisfied with my job. I was more curious about the individual who approached me and in the place that he did.
Indeed.
And your name is?
My apologies. Dillian Seeger.
Dillian Seeger. Well, it's good to meet you. Again, I am Enzo. I do not use my my family name because well, I don't have the best relationship with my father, and I'd rather not be related to him.
Oh, do not worry. Here amongst us, we're all family after a nature. We don't much use last names either. Try to stay together as a pack, as it were. So, Orin, I'm Enzo. Sorry, that was me looking at your nameplate. Yeah.
Steals your social security. Kill him.
I'm out.
While you may not have the continents that we may be searching for, we are searching for individuals of great physical stamina, you could say. Interested in protecting those who need protecting. Would that be something that would interest you?
I mean, sure. I tend to like having a bit more concrete detail before I accept any sort of job.
You may think of us as contracted mercenaries. Sounds rather rough. We are contracted to protect those above our station when they need to keep pests away. Currently, there are various individuals with deep pockets coming to Milan. We would definitely be interested in increasing our numbers for the sake of protecting said individuals. It would be quite lucrative, and you would not have to worry about this family you do not want to be associated with any longer. You would have a new one.
I appreciate the offer. It does seem like the way you talk, this seems very much like a long-term commitment.
We have several individuals that have indeed given a lifetime to it. We understand that it is not for everyone. I'm sure Mr. Vernon would be very disappointed if you decided to not take the position. But that is life. Sometimes it is filled with disappointments.
And if I refuse, I mean, this does seem to be somewhat of a secretive operation, what happens then?
You are free to go, of course. We trust that you would remain... Oh my gosh, what's the word? I'm trying to think of a delicious one. We trust that you would remain discreet as to what you have seen and heard here. As I said, we are hired to keep away pests and the undesirable from those that appreciate their privacy.
Well, I do like to know a little bit more about the opponent I am facing in the ring. Could you give me any information on these pests that I would be protecting people from? I mean, stamina is one thing, but are they tricky? Are they a brawler? Do they keep weapons on them? Do they use poisons? Like, what do they do?
Unfortunately, that is information that is more privy to the pack than it would be to casual outsiders. Suffice it to say that they indeed are a tricky bunch and extremely dangerous. Inciters of rebellion and whatnot. Napoleon... Oh? I'm sorry. He's name dropping to see what your reaction would be.
Mm-hmm.
He acted like he said fucking Voldemort.
Napoleon is who to you exactly?
I'm afraid I've said too much already, but you could call him a benefactor of our organization.
Well, I am definitely interested. What would the joining entail? I mean, is it like a blood pact? I mean, this does seem kind of a cult, if you know what I mean.
Which, to that degree,
What's my signing bonus?
Ezra and Oren, have you kept your spies murmur on?
Oh, yeah.
So Ezra's heard all of this. And Ezra, you have the ability to like communicate with Orin, by the way, as you're hearing everything he's hearing.
Am I allowed to insight check, even though I can't see the guy?
I would give you one with disadvantage because it's just on voice.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, step one would be the dice landing on the desk. Oh, shit, where did that go? Okay. Fuck! Okay, well, with disadvantage, my insight is an 11.
Okay. What are you trying to insight again?
I'm trying to discern, I guess, how... I think the main thing is how honest this guy's being. Like, does it feel like he's lying by omission on anything?
He's definitely not sharing everything.
Mhm.
Okay.
Can you give me, I feel like we share and share alike. I don't need specifics, but whether or not I do follow up or continue in this, I think it is fair to at least know what to look for. Do you have like a description of these folks? Because honestly, if I do want to not be involved, it would be best to just turn and go the other way if I see them.
If you see anyone with red coats and they tell you to go the other way, it would be best that you listen to them.
Now, what the fuck does that mean?
And so the redcoats are part of your group?
Yes.
I see. All right. Well, that is good information to have. So again, I do want to ask, what exactly is entailed in the joining aspect of things?
For a fighter among the underbelly of the city, you are quite apt at asking the important questions.
Well, I do
Mr.
have to negotiate my pay at the end of the night.
Yes. You are not far off. There is something of a pact that must be made. Of course, you'll understand that the specifics of it are of utmost secrecy to our organization. But suffice it to say that the rewards you will find and the strength that comes from it would be unlike anything that you've ever experienced in your life.
Feels like a multi-level marketing.
Yeah, and then
But
you
how
will
vague
go
he's
out
being, it's like-
and you will find 2 more people and bring them
And
here.
then you recruit people.
And then
they
they
recruit people.
And then you are their boss by proxy. Well,
However, I will warn you now. You must be willing to submit.
to a drug test,
Eat
to-
this up.
to eternal servitude, a tour in Napoleon's army. What exactly do you mean submit?
He just smiles, but doesn't answer.
Well,
I'm gonna need an answer, buddy.
so when exactly would this pact be made? I mean, let's say yeah, absolutely. Let's see where this goes.
Then, in that case, I would say that your pact could begin as soon as this night. We, of course, would wish to wait for Vernon to return. He is, after all, the one who called you here. And I have my own questions for him as to the nature of your selection. These things can't be made by brute strength alone, though he would argue otherwise.
All right. Well, cool.
If you wish to think on it, you may do so. Return to us tomorrow.
I mean, I'm happy to think on it now, and if you want me to wait until Vernon gets back, and then we can have that discussion at that point.
It's gonna be a little hard to think on it when we're missing key details we'd like to think about.
Yeah,
Don't you think?
I'm gonna repeat that. There are a few key details that I'm missing that I kind of like. Faith and trust is all good and all, but
The warm feeling disappears.
fuck. Sorry, I just I had something earlier that didn't really sit well in my stomach. So if I get a little gassy, I apologize. Well, there are a lot of things to contemplate. As any fight, you have to figure out, well, do I think I'm gonna win? Is it worth the money for the show? So if you wouldn't mind, just I'd like to sit and just sort of see how you all interact with each other until Vernon gets back. And then we have a discussion there, and you can ask your questions. And
It's like you should ask more about the affiliation with the Redcoats. I mean, they brought it up. Be like, Redcoats, never seen them a day in my life.
right. Well, let me put that off for a few seconds because I feel like I'm getting a little too.
You see him,
hot
he
right
just
now.
kind of cocks his head to the side.
You
Cocks
hear
it to the other.
into the microphone.
Well, I'll give you some time to consider. Isaiah, take him back upstairs to the reading room. Bring him something to drink. Or eat if he is hungry.
Oh no, they're gonna learn you can't read.
During this entire time, I want to be looking around, seeing if there's anything I can just quickly glance.
Okay.
Anything of interest.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Ooh, natural 20 for a 25.
Okay. This room down here kind of looks like almost like a living room or a lounge. There's a lot of seats that are kind of scattered about. You see a couple of crates of that are partially opened. Can't really tell what's inside them. Some of them that are partially open look like they have a coat or clothing that is hanging over the edge. The dark colors and just dim lighting in this area makes it a little difficult to pick out details, but there's just a lot of this smell that is kind of just overpowering, and not 100% sure what it is that you are smelling, just in the sense of there's just a lot of, it almost smells mildewy, but then almost smells rotten, but not quite like rotting meat or anything. It just smells like something on the verge of going off. It's almost a little bit of iron to the air.
I don't like it.
Um,
I can smell this room through the spies, Mama.
you see the large man that had brought you down here now just comes out from around the corner from another room with the same little lantern. He goes, hungry?
I mean, I could eat.
Good. Come with me. I'm hungry too. He starts walking up towards the stairs leading to the top floor where you guys came in from.
Gonna eat your ass.
I will follow him up. I want to keep an eye on any time there may be like nobody else in sight other than me and this one guy.
There's a brief moment as you're going up the stairs where you're out of line of sight from the guy in the bottom and you haven't reached the top flight yet. So you have like 45 seconds before you get to...
Not worth it at this point. Okay. Good to
What were
know.
you gonna do?
Don't worry about it. It's not something I need to do right now.
He gets to the top floor where you guys were at. And again, it's still this like dank, dark place. And he leads you to another doorway and opens it. And you see that this is leading into what looks like the back of a butcher shop. It looks like on one side there's an apartment. And on the other side, you have like... There's like a kitchen with a large island in the center, and there's a butchered carcass in the center of this table. Complete with butcher's knife and everything. All the entrails are gone. It's just like someone was in the process of like carving out steaks and ribs and didn't finish the job. And then on the other one side of the kitchen, you see an even darker opening in the wall, kind of like where you would look into a kitchen, you know, like the little window into a kitchen. And there's like another dark room beyond that. You can barely see with the dim light that it does look like it's a storefront on the other side of this building. And he goes over towards one of the cabinets, pulls out this brown wrapper, and the wrapped like package about like this big, tosses it at you for you to catch. Good night, Lom. Thank you for hanging out.
I'll catch it.
You catch it, and it smells really good. It
A
was
human heart.
some salted meats.
Great, thank you. Are you just gonna be chilling with me this entire time?
I'll be close.
He
He goes over to the butcher's knife, lifts it, and chops off a rib.
Right.
Come this way. Has rib in hand. Leads you to the reading room where you saw those two other individuals on the chair that were reading a book by the light. He points to another chair in the corner. Have a sit. And then he takes a bite from the raw rib.
That's not. You know, I don't think that's good for you, personally. You know, I'm all for protein intake, but you know, there's a lot of.
He
you don't seem
snarls.
bothered by it. Right. Well.
And then turns around and like walks out into the hallway. You hear Zanakule in your mind. He goes.
You just hear like Ezra put their spice river down, and across there was like, ah!
You hear Zanakule going, Orin, are you all right?
I'm alive.
You say that in your mind, and you look over, and there's the two individuals in the chair, and they just kind of look at you, and you get this. For you, the player, it would be the same as like looking at a pair of hyenas in low lamplight that are just looking at their next meal. That's the look that these two guys are giving you as they're like they're just looking, and then they kind of go back to reading this book, or at least looking at it, because you can see that they're just kind of flipping through one page and then another page, basically browsing the pictures.
Alrighty. I am going to try to do... So I'm assuming that the chair is like pointed away from them?
Not really. It's kind of like, because the chairs are pointing towards the center of the room, because this is like a center, like a reading room, right? So the center, like little coffee table sort of thing, and then there's 3 chairs in this room. The one that was closest to the door, and then you're the one that's kind of closest to the window and is kind of just facing the center of the room.
I'm going to... well, I'll ask, am I allowed to like read in here? Is that okay?
You asking one of the guys?
Yeah.
Sure, do what you want.
I'm allowed. You're like, that's not gonna be too much.
He just gestures at this wall of books.
All right. I'm
obsessed with that little guy immediately. Can we take him home?
No, he's evil. He wants to eat me.
Him.
Sorry. There's a very specific thing I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There it is. Okay. So, while I'm gonna take one of these books out, and I'm just gonna be flipping through it, and while are they watching me as I flip, or are they going back to reading?
Casually. They're not like actively watching.
Okay. I'm going to take a seed out of my little satchel. I'm going to place it inside of the book. And I'm going to close the book up and put it back on the shelf as I go to start looking at other ones. That seed is of the Amorphophallus titanum plant, otherwise known as the corpse flower.
Oh. Interesting.
I can't deal with this fucking plan again. I can't have this plan in another game.
What is this?
We have the corpse flower in a different game of mine, like with the stat block and everything, and we have
okay.
to combat with it.
Oh no, this is I'm just going off of the actual plant.
This is the actual
The actual plant.
I know, but the momentary panic I felt that I was gonna have to deal with that stat block again.
And then I'm going to place it, and then I'm going to go to the opposite side of the room to like get another book.
Yeah.
And while I'm flipping through it, I'm going to cast Druidcraft to make that seed bloom, which is as it blooms, it emits a strong odor reminiscent of rotting flesh. Something that's like overpowering, that would assumedly draw their attention.
I mean, you don't even think you have to really worry about that, as the corpse flower is a rather large plant that, as it's growing out of the library of this room, like suddenly this like large plant and flower just begins to bloom off the side.
I see.
Yeah. So this large plant starts to grow, and the 2 people that are there are like immediately jump up and like, "Oh gods, what did you do?"
I think I understood how big that plant is. Holy shit!
I didn't think it was gonna be that big. I just meant for like a little bud of it. I didn't mean for the whole fucking thing.
It's massive.
Yeah, that is what happens. Fucking Vino, what are you keeping in your books? All I did was open it up.
The other individual that was hanging over the side and top of the chair backs up and lets out a long, mournful howl.
This doesn't seem like this is going to go well for me.
And that's where we're going to switch scenes from there. Did not hear what you said, Ezra.
Sorry. Orin, what did you do?
This whole time I was like, ooh, this will be clever. This will be great. Nope.
You summoned the biggest plant. I didn't know how big corpse flowers got it, and I just Googled it. They're fucking huge.
What
They're
is the size
man-sized.
of a what is the size of a corpse flower? Please do tell.
Holy shit.
It's the size of like a grown-ass man.
And
He's got a fucking spire sticking out of it. That's a man.
Corpse flowers. What is it? What is the size that it says?
I just have a picture where, like, there's this probably like 5.5 foot tall woman standing next to it, and she's about quarter of its height.
I think the stat block that we use in our D&D game, it's like a medium-sized creature, if not large.
Yeah, I just meant for, like, the bud to...
It's okay. It's great. I love this.
Yeah,
it's fun.
No, it's so funny.
I
just love the idea.
Because what I was kind of trying to go for was, like, the effect of, like, okay, the seed's giving off using the sensory effect of Druidcraft. Of, like, you can create the odor of this or that, but, you know, we're here.
We're
let's
here.
Just see what happens.
We're just gonna go with it. It's gonna continue.
The stat block is large plant. It's large.
Nice. I'll have to come back around to this here in a minute. Okay. In the meantime, on the other, just up the street, Dimitri, you have in your possession a orb, this Professor Orb. And it hasn't been too long since Xanakulet, Orin, and Ezra have left. And you're tired, and it's been a long day. And your mind is kind of racing with the idea of having met another shifter for the first time in your life. You have seen Professor Orbs before. Sometimes they use them at school. When you were in your first year of training, it's basically almost think of it like it's a sentient object that has a very focused knowledge of usually a handful of subjects. You kind of use them almost like a tutor when you're kind of learning specific things. Not really sure what this one has. They're usually like they teach basic sciences, basic math, basic history under most circumstances. But this one was given to you by Jacob. You turn it on?
Yep.
Hello?
Hello?
Whom do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
It's Dimitri.
Dimitri. Ah, I am Professor Duffield. How may I be of service?
Well, first off, I'd like to know what kind of info you have on you.
I have a rather extensive knowledge of some rather... well, how do I put this? Rather forbidden subjects, I suppose. Or perhaps more along the classified route. I contain knowledge as to Plague Chimera, mutations therein, the Cult of Fear, and the full history of war.
What do you have on the Cult of Fear?
If you would care to ask me a specific question, I can probably find the answer you're looking for.
Do you have any known members? of the cult?
Known? Are you talking in the previous iteration or in the current one?
In the current.
Current one is proven to be rather tricky. Only because none of the actual cult members have yet to have named themselves, though there are speculations as to who might be involved. Over the last 2 years, there has been much in the way of reconnaissance and intelligence gathering within the field, but no incredible specifics. It has been assumed that one Lord Mate Decan has been involved in the cult's affairs, as was his encounter with a individual by the name of Esh and associates.
Okay, or the previous iteration.
Previous iterations go all the way back to the First Age. Shortly after the fall of the Kingdom of Bahiri and the Old Drayan Empire and its colonies here on the planet, a small faction was started by an individual known as Phobin.
Ben.
Yes, it is assumed that he became the incarnation of fear, often referenced in Greek mythology as Phobos, the son of Ares. Currently, there are 2 approximations as possibilities of cult ties. One, a Lord Sasha Goro, often seen in the company of Napoleon Bonaparte in his entourage, but we haven't quite been able to determine exactly what his purpose is in following along with Napoleon and his war campaign.
Is there...
If I might ask, you said your name was Dmitri.
Yeah.
I'm unfamiliar with your name.
Dimitri Vite.
Dmitri Vite, sir. Again, do apologize. My previous owner, Jacob, had recorded down a few names, but I'm unfamiliar with this particular one within the archives of the Fold. Are you new? Have you finished your training yet?
I'm still kind of in training.
Oh,
Bitch, who are you?
how curious that he would give me into the hands of someone who has yet to finish their full training. I must trust that my maker had an intense purpose for handing me over to you. The knowledge I contain is not one that would be openly taught to just anyone within the fold, particularly someone who has yet to pass the final trial.
I'm just glancing over the orb, trying to see if there's a reset button or a mute.
Why are you turning me over in such a way?
Just making sure I get all the dimensions correct.
Dimensions? Are you planning on making an orb yourself?
Maybe one day.
That would be quite interesting. Do you have the knowledge on making artificial devices?
Not at the moment.
If I may be so bold as to ask, what is your field of expertise?
Currently, I guess spellcraft and lots and lots of ale.
Ale and spellcraft. I find that those two subjects would seem to be dangerous together. One would seem to require a clear mind in order to access advanced arcanum. I could be wrong, though, as it is not within my specialty.
Is there any known people that you know of in your database that have come back from the dead?
The Cult of the Fear did try and dabble with necromancy for a time. It would seem that the introduction of plague material caused a sort of undead semblance in a few individuals. One of the first groups to encounter them were among those responsible for the beginning of the Fold, I believe. Unfortunately, my information regards more to plague chimera, the creatures that come from it, and the various mutations that have been a result over the few centuries since then. When he says stuff repeatedly about the mutations, you remember the talking of one particular professor who had talked about shifters and how there was a sort of correlation between shifters and
the plague.
Mm-hmm.
What can you tell me about shifters in your database? Is there any known shifters in the fold currently?
As of the creation of this device, I unfortunately do not know of any other shifters that are currently alive within the fold. There has been various encounters with shifting, with those with the shift-like curse over the last few decades. Somewhat recently, if I might add, it is believed that the plague does play a part in the ability to change one's appearance into that of a monstrous, shifting individual into something more creature-like.
And for the mutation, is it all known to be just one type of creature, or?
Studies into the shifting morphology have included various other creatures. Most of them seem to follow a more canine appearance, but there has been known to be some along boar, tiger, bear, and rat.
Okay. Ugh.
Your question seems rather personal, if I might ask.
Oh, I guess since you're official, I can actually let you know. I am actually indeed a shifter myself. But none like the ones we fought.
The orb lifts from your hands. It flies into the air. And it almost like you see like a tiniest little glow come out from part of it, as if it is like a singular eye. And it kind of does a full like circle all the way around you.
Do I need to like
You are a shifter.
Yes.
Inside the fold.
Yes. Do I need to bring out my what's the tablet thing called?
Your slate?
That thing. To verify this?
No. I just found it quite Interesting. I am unaware of any other shifter within the fold at this present time. It was believed that those with the shifting curse were untrustworthy.
Oh wow. Probably for the amount of liquor I pour in people's drinks, but other than that,
Curious. Would you mind if I tried to study you over the course of time that I am in your possession?
sure. Do you want me to like shift right now to start it?
Are you able to control it in such a way?
Yes, I've been able to all my life.
This affliction has been a part of your growth?
I was born this way.
Fascinating. Most shifters, under my intensive knowledge, have all come to their curse from a secondary source, usually an infection, a bite of some other shifter passed on from one creature to another.
No, my family has already checked. Me biting my younger brothers and sisters back in the day as children never seemed to pass on the affliction.
You attempted to bite your siblings.
I didn't know that that was the thing back in the day.
I find that answer vague and unconvincing.
Uh, they're okay. One of them is actually in the fold with me.
Is this a person that I actually know this time?
No, he's also new.
Ah, unfortunate. If you wouldn't mind shifting, then
Oh, yeah.
I would definitely learn from the occasion.
I take a deep breath, relax myself, and then begin to shift.
You shift, your body changing, the bones cracking, the skin growing, the fur, the small patches of fur pelt kind of coming out of your skin. And as Delfield begins to kind of circle around you, watch him do like this little scan of you. I need you to make a perception check for me.
And that is gonna be a 13.
13? Nice. You, as you're standing there, you hear out in the street somewhere the howl of a wolf in the in the distance. This howl should not come from within the city.
Can I determine how close it is?
It's coming from the south. Undetermined how far. The city streets kind of echo with it for a minute, so it kind of distorts it enough to where you can't tell precise location, but you know it's
But
a
I can
ways
tell
off to the south.
direction.
And you know that Orin, Ezra, and Zanakule all went south to the fourth safe house. And you are aware that Orin was going to attempt to speak with Vernon at that location.
I'm gonna pull out the slate. But I'm trying to figure out how to do this with claws.
Yeah, it's fine. Your nose.
Yeah.
You gotta use your nose. You gotta boop it. It's wet.
Call Isra now.
All right. calling Ezra. Ezra, as you are in the process of listening to Orin, and then you hear the come from your comms unit.
Oh, Jesus. I don't have... Jesus. Yeah. Jesus. I don't know.
You hear mental screaming. I didn't think it was gonna grow that fast. Oh no!
I answer. Hello?
Hello? What?
Hey, things aren't going, I think, great over here. What's happening on your end?
I think you have company headed your way.
Oh, that's my way specifically, or towards Orin?
Are you two not together?
House.
He's in.
No.
Yeah.
I'm in the safe house. Orin is doing. He went to go meet that Vernon guy you were talking about.
Oh God! Please tell me he has this slate.
Yeah, but I don't know if he has access to it. He's kind of in the Viper's den. They really aren't supposed to know who he is. They think he's just some weird fighter named Enzo.
I
don't know if he can use his slate,
something's
but
headed his way. Either
What?
yours or his.
He's got the spies murmur. I'll hang on. Let me back into the spies murmur.
Yeah, I
Hey,
should be out of range
Orin.
for that anyway. So.
Yeah,
Orin, I know you maybe can't talk, but it sounds like trouble's headed our way. Mostly yours. Maybe.
You just
mine.
watched this
Unclear.
man
But
howl in front of you and begin to change.
Whoa, friend.
You see this, the one that howled turns into very much a werewolf, as does his companion.
Orin, you alright, honey?
I got a lot of dogs. Lots of dogs. Lots of dogs. I'm gonna try to. Here's what I want to do. I want to try to pull down one of the bookcases to sort of barricade myself away from them.
Okay. The bookcase falls over and definitely has like a barrier between the two. The two werewolves aren't attacking; they have just changed.
Right. I just.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
What direction is possible backup coming from again?
You just above the table. Dimitri heard the howl that the guy just made from within the room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Orin's just gonna sit behind it and watch for a second. Hands drifting slowly towards the astrocyte.
Got it. Oh no, it sounds like things are going poorly. Hey, Dimitri, how quickly can you get to the full safe house? We might have to go pull Orin out.
No, I can teleport out. I'm good.
Yeah, but you make a good point. All right. Maybe not. Never mind, Orin. Stand by.
Orin would say, what would Esh do in this situation? And he would fucking stay until the last fucking minute. He would stay until the last goddamn minute.
Esh would lie like his life depends on it.
Lie like you're not in a coma.
Wait.
He would make up the most convoluted, insane story to throw them off how they were feeling about the situation so fast.
Werewolves, so they should be able to hear better than I can. So I'm gonna go out to the window and unleash a roar so loud that I want to make sure they all can hear me.
Interesting. Okay. You let out this bestial roar into the middle of the night.
I'm not gonna hold back either.
Yeah, no, I figured as much.
Any subtlety that Ash has trained into this group is disappeared.
Oh no, it's been gone.
Fast.
It's been gone.
You hear out in the city that There are like dogs start barking. It's like there's people that are like, "What was that? Did you hear the noise? I don't know." You could hear that there is now like things, more of a commotion in your specific neighborhood, as people are going like, "What the hell did they just hear?" Oren, you in this room, in this situation, you see the two werewolves that are like staring at you. Their like shoulders all large, the ears perked up, and then they like shift, and then they like look in another direction as Isaiah comes around the corner, looks at the two of them. "Oh, what did you do that for?" And you see that as he comes around the corner, you heard Isaiah's voice, but you see before you is a larger man that is now has this large bear head over the top, and like this big, like his shirt's been ripped open. There's this big furry chest, big large bear paws for hands, and he's like, "What was all the fuss about?" And then he looks at the giant corpse flower that is growing out of the bookcase and was like partially smashed as it like is brought over. And he goes, "Oh, that smells good and bad."
What a statement.
"Was that you?"
Was what me?
You just like a
Flower?
split moment later. Oh my gosh, where did I put my paper? Oh, here it is. Dillian comes up the stair, comes into the doorway. He goes, "Who's attacking?" He like looks at the flower, then over at you, and then looks at the other three. And it's like, "What are you doing? Put that away." "Sorry." He looks down at the plant that grew. He's like, "Where did that come from?" "Curious."
Do you usually have plants just growing out of your bookcases?
No. No, but I'm beginning to see why Mr. Vernon chose you. He takes like a step closer and then crouches down and very, very clearly sniffs the floor, like sniffs around the floor where the crushed plant is by the bookcase. And then he looks up at you. And you can see him just like tilting his head side to side, like he's just trying to figure something out. "Whatever it is that you're doing to hide it is working very well. Your handiwork is unmistakable, though. Well, Mr. Enzo, I think we've come to an impasse. Would you like to become one of us? Or would you like to become fed to one of us?"
Well, it's really funny you say that. This does look really cool, actually. But, you know, really what I think I would like to say is disappears.
You use the device?
Yeah. It's a bonus action to teleport out.
You go, you are there.
Alamo, pull out.
You're there for a second, and then it's just like there's this brilliant light blue flash of electricity that kind of sparkles outward, almost like in a whirlpool. It just goes, wraps around you like tendrils and vines, but it's bright white light and sucks you down into nothing. And then the moment later, you appear in the safe house next to Ezra. Ezra, there is this like small staticky popping sound. It's almost something like you would expect from a busting. It's like the mix of electricity and the busting of a light bulb. It's just like that loud, like crackle, 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 and then pop as it like goes for a brief second. There's like a flash bang, and then all of a sudden, Orin is here, and Orin, you feel violently ill.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Shay did it better. I don't know
Well, that could have gone better.
You know, yeah. But you know, I think I know who we need to look for.
Vernon?
No, not specifically. But it is somebody who is part of Napoleon's entourage, because they did say that he's somewhat of their benefactor.
Yeah, you did get us a lead, and you didn't die. So I'm going to call this a win. 66% is a passing grade.
60% is a passing grade.
Zanakule is like, hello? I lost the sensation. What are you still in the house? Where did you go?
I am back
Is it
in
over
this
there?
house.
All right, I will make my way to you then.
So be careful, because there's a fuck ton of lycanthropes everywhere. And yeah, there's a lot of them.
All right. There's no response.
Zanakuli? Hello?
Don't take another NPC away from us. We're still not over, Solomon. You put her back on the line right now.
This is about to become a
Put that
very
bitch
large
back on the
combat.
phone.
It's about to become a very large combat. If you do this to us, Aaron.
You take Zanakule away, I'm burning Milan to the ground. Historically, I'm going second Pompeii on this city if you don't bring me back my NPC.
Are you prepared to make an entire battle map of Milan?
Yeah.
We've already got the map of
wow.
Milan. It's right here. Why can't I open it? Oh, there it is.
Dimitri, as you have just finished roaring out into the neighborhood, having had a brief conversation with Ezra, not really sure what to do or where to go. What are you doing now?
Is the sphere thing still scanning me?
I mean, it's just floating there.
Do you have everything you need?
As far as preliminary data goes, I do think that I should be able to compile it off shortly. You are quite remarkable. Do not fall under the most of the stereotypical studies and findings that I have found so far. I would say that you have at least 5% more trustworthiness than the rest that I have studied in the past.
How many have you studied?
Well, the reports that I have studied of those who have studied them in the past would seem to indicate that they are usually prone to violence, bouts of anger, sporadic mood swings, and a tendency to not want to stay in one place for very long.
I think that'll happen right now, actually. How do you feel like going out with me to see me in the field, I guess?
I'm expressly forbidden to be left out in public, but I do not mind traveling if you have a bag or some sort of device to carry me in.
I do have a bag, but it's just a regular bag.
That will suffice. Just make sure that it is not searched. Otherwise, I will explode.
No. Well, that's good to know. Ezra, you still there?
Yep. We're all
You-
still here, all of us for sure, definitely, but is still in contact with everyone. What is
Okay,
it?
well, which safe house are you at?
What?
Which
Four.
safe house? 4.
Oh. Yeah, the one with a lot of security checkpoints around it, so be very careful if you're gonna come over here.
Of
What?
course you are.
Mind you, security checkpoints are more along the lines of that's where there are posted soldiers
Yeah.
as of right now.
Unseen and inconspicuous as you can be, make your way over here.
Well, I'm faster in this form, so.
To the roofs.
Yep.
I'm imagining him trotting on the street and the soldiers being like, whose horse is that?
You take up to the roofs and begin your journey. Make for me a dexterity check for me, please.
Oh, that's a natural 17 on the die.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Dexterity saving or just regular?
Dexterity check, yeah.
Oh, then 17.
Nice.
No, wait, 19. 19.
Beautiful.
Plus 2. Wow.
Yay, math. You clamber to the top of the roof of the safe house, begin to look over the nighttime skyline of Milan. It's basically just lit by the moon and the stars at this point. There's not like there's electricity or anything yet, so there's lamplight from the streets, but it's dimmer. It's not fluorescently bright. You get to the first jump over the streets. Go back up and then run forward once again to leap over to the next building, and from there begin to kind of run and keep pace, trying to be as quick and as quiet as you can. Make a perception.
I
Make a
will
perception
also
check.
use. Okay. I will also be using my otherworldly leap to cast jump on myself to jump further.
Beautiful.
Perception is 17.
17. Um. 17. All right, that's yeah. As you are jumping across the second street and over to the building and right along the top, a movement to the left in your periphery catches your line of sight. Something jumps from shadow to shadow, and then another. You run across the rooftop to the third building and crouch down behind a chimney, just in time to see 4 quick shadows jump across a building that's probably a block or so away. They're also heading south. Shoom, 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 shoom. With that perception check, you can hear it. The sound of like running animals. Dogs.
Oh, crap.
They're not running towards you, they're just running south, kind of parallel to you as you're going. Luckily, the way the wind direction is coming, it blows towards you, and you definitely pick up the scent of animal. Whatever happened down south has definitely caused enough of a commotion that there are other individuals running in that direction. You continue along your path. Make another dexterity check, and then give me a stealth roll as well.
Okay, Dex is unnatural 20. And then perception is 18.
Nice.
Oh, well. Wait, you said stealth, not perception.
Yeah. It was dexterity and then stealth.
Stealth is 17.
Beautiful. You make it across one of the larger hurdles, staying to the rooftops, clinging to the shadows. You feel pretty confident you were not noticed. You make the one final leap from one building to the next as you land on the rooftop of the safe house. You find the hidden latch into the hidden compartment that kind of like lowers you into what looks like an air ventilation shaft. So you slide down and into the apartment below. Zanakule finally comes back on the line. Sorry. I had to make a run for it. I was cornered. I don't know if I can. I'm not going to bring them back towards the safe house. I'm going to try and head north to one of the other ones.
Are you going to head towards 3? Or...
If I can't make 3, I will try and circle around and head towards 1.
So, whatever you do, if you can avoid using Orphic abilities, do it. They can smell it.
Yep.
Right. All right.
Honestly, I say circle back towards 5. It's the most isolated.
It's true.
All right.
I like that these safe houses probably have names, like, in-game, and we're just referring to them by the map numbers.
That's fine. 5 is fine. 5.
Unless you can teleport to a place where they're not going to be able to reach you.
Do you want backup? Do you want one of us to come help you?
No, stay where you're at. We don't want them to find the safe houses. If you come out now, they might have an idea of where to go. Please, be safe. I will find you. I will go towards 5 and I will let you know when I get there. Be safe, children.
You too.
What are you gonna say, Dimitri?
While running and staying stealth in my head, I just murmur, they're headed south. I don't know which way. They're just headed south. Over repeat until I get closer.
Okay. Yeah, you get. I mean, I don't think 3 and 4 were that far. You were still probably within reach of a mile. So, yeah. So you should have a general pretty good coverage of. As long as you're in that 3 and 4 area, you guys should be able to communicate between those two. So,
it's about 700 to 1,000 feet.
Well, yeah, because 2,000 feet is the full length of the thing, right? So it's about 2,000 feet from 1 to 3 anyway. So you're well within the mile.
Yeah.
So you should be able to communicate. It's just taking the time to stop and do so. But as Zanakule makes her way to 5, and Dimitri is now in the room with Ezra and Orin. You gotta take a moment to breathe.
I am sorry. That could have gone a lot better. I'm not good at the subtlety things.
Yeah, I know. I should have, peace and love, taken that into account. But we did still learn a lot, so it's not a complete waste, and we have some good leads, and nobody got hurt.
Right, so
I'm gonna call this a good job.
So again, whoever is their ringleader of at least this aspect is somebody who is in Napoleon's entourage. I don't have a specific name, but they did say that, you know, Napoleon was an unofficial benefactor, which I think is more that Napoleon has them in the entourage, and you know that person is sort of mooching off of him rather than Napoleon himself is part of this. Because if it was Napoleon, then I think they would be much more overt about everything.
That's good.
Also, the necklaces work, the lockets work. They can smell it, so I was right before. So, Dimitri, if we can somehow get you to learn to be able to sniff out a shifter, we might be able to, even the playing field on the front end. Because they could smell you.
I can sure hear you.
They could sure hear you, yeah. So,
Well, on the way over here, I ran into some running south.
well, so the question is, what do we do now? Our mission was to find out how they're getting information. We have gained that information, but we now know exactly who is a target. We also know that there is an army of them in this city.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron, because I have the Rotor of Return and I can unerringly recall any event that took place within the previous 30 days, how many of them did I see while I was in there?
10.
That's not too many.
Right, but that's only 10 inside. And
True.
again, imagine 10 with the same intensity as the count.
Whatever.
I'm not saying that that's where they are, but
But that's what we know the power scaling is at
currently, right.
max is.
So the question is, do we try to cripple their seniority, their connection to not Caesar, but to Napoleon, or do we report back and get out?
Report back for sure. I don't know if we should pull out though. I think we should report what we've
Uh-oh.
and
You're cutting out there a little bit.
what?
You cut out there a little bit. We can report back and...
Oh, I cut out. No, I heard Dimitri say something, so I stopped talking. I was saying we could report back, but I think we should stay in the city. I'm still working on getting in with Napoleon's men. If I can weasel my way as a doctor into his ranks, I might be able to get a name.
Dimitri,
And that would...
were you able to figure anything out with the orb?
Well, I have it here with me too, but we know that the shifters are part of the mutagen of it, of the plague. We already knew that.
Mm-hmm. Above the table, didn't the orb say there was a specific person that there was questions around that was part of Napoleon's entourage?
Yes.
Aaron?
Yes.
I
was.
know there's one, but
It was a Lord Sasha Goro.
that's it.
Was assumed to be a member. Was a person of suspicion only because they didn't seem to have a direct reason to be around Napoleon, but seemed to be around Napoleon.
Can you spell that for me, please?
Yeah.
As I Googled this bitch.
No, because I don't think this is going to be an actual person.
It's not an actual person.
Yeah,
They were not
because-
around.
Historically, this man did not exist.
Well,
Exactly.
I'm going off of a very specific thing that I know outside, but we would also know if we have Ear Cuff of Babel. But I want to make sure that it's spelt the right way before I say that.
Oh, I put it in.
have a
I
name.
put in the wrong chat. I put it in the There we go.
That's a row. So
So what do you know?
in French, a a werewolf. The legend of a werewolf is a loup-garou.
Ah,
Is a Luke Guru?
Loup-garou, as in like lupus, as in wolf, and garou. I don't know what that aspect is, but if this guy is literally, Sasha Werewolf,
Mm-hmm.
That may be our
You know-
guy.
that might be the guy. Well, not an incredible leap to make.
I mean, it is spelled very different. It's Garou as opposed to Gerous.
I definitely think, one way or another, I definitely think we should report what we have found to the council, see if they have any next steps for us that they want. But I don't see any need to pull out until we are given instruction to. Not when we're still, in good standing and close. You might not be, Orin. You might be a little found out.
I mean, yeah, but I mean...
Did they find out your actual name?
No.
No, but they know what I look like.
Oh.
And I'm not really subtle in my look.
Well,
I
you
mean-
can always change your look.
That's true. I mean, one thing I have been thinking of doing is, and he takes the astrocyte and it shifts as it usually has, but instead it's like just the top part of like armor, and it comes up in a helmet, and it has sort of like a gargoyle face.
Only
It's the shoulders and arms, and then the helmet. I mean, it's something.
And you said that the necklaces, they do work though, right?
They do, but they can tell if you use your ability.
But you can hide your...
But you can
can hide your scent.
Anything, yeah. I mean, really, really focus. Actually, this might not be the best time to try taking it off and putting it back on again. So I'm gonna not.
They're like, we can't find... Ah!
There they are.
I don't see any reason, and nor do I want to leave Milan. I think there's still work we can do here, but we should tell them what they know, tell the council what we know, and see if maybe they want to send in more help, if they think that will be required. Now that we know the size of the forces we might be up against.
Right.
If this does run deep in Napoleon's army, not only is that a lot of people we're going to have to fuck with, but that's going to make a big scene that I don't think the Fold will be real happy about.
Right.
Do you think we're able to take out the fact that they're shifters all at once with the cure that they used on us?
I don't know if it works like that. It's not a bad idea.
I mean, it's possible though. I don't know.
I mean, they said they used it on me, but I can still shift.
Right, and if they've accepted it, then I think that's different. We don't really know much about the cure as it is. I mean, we could ask
Jacob.
We could ask Jacob. We could ask Cinna.
Could we ask
Hold on. I'm going to pull out the orb.
the orb? Wasn't the orb made by Jacob? Nope. Did my Wi-Fi break?
It was.
Hello?
Made by Jacob. Yes, it was made by Jacob.
Let's see. How do I turn this on again?
Beep, beep, beep.
Hello?
Mr. Veit, good to see you again.
Yes.
Oh, we're in mixed company. Are these other members
Other
of the
Fold
Fold?
members?
Ah, excellent.
Currently
Pleasure
my
to-
higher up.
Oh, and what is your name?
As a point to Ezra.
My Wi-Fi completely crapped out. What are we doing right now?
We're talking to the Professor Orb.
Oh, hello.
Hello,
Hi, Ezra.
Ezra. Pleasure to meet you. I am Albert Shinderfield. Orb.
All right.
Is
Yes,
that like
made by Jacob. I work closely with the man.
is that like
Ah,
in
my
relation
maker.
to like Delphi? Is that where your name comes from? I really like words as I'm learning new languages through everything.
No, it is a long line of Delphians, I'm afraid. I'm unfamiliar with it coming from a Delphi origin, but that would be quite interesting.
Right. Yeah.
How may I be of service?
Well, I think we have a few questions.
Excellent.
First off, Dimitri says that you said something about a Sasha Guru.
Yes, an individual that has currently been seen around the proximity of the entourage of Napoleon, presumed to be of some sort of relation to the cult, although no ties have been made as of yet.
Well, I have heard from cult members that Napoleon is sort of their unofficial benefactor. Would that be enough of a connection? What do we know about Sasha Guru?
Dimitri, is this member of the fold? Why do they have contacts amongst the cult?
That's just how he does it. You'll get used to it.
I see.
I just came from an undercover mission that went very poorly.
That went swimmingly.
Oh, conflicting stories. Very interesting.
I mean, he's here, so
Indeed, he is, and he doesn't seem to be injured as far as I can tell.
I am my worst.
That is good.
critic.
Unfortunate. But perhaps, over time, you can find that perhaps you do have some worth.
Damn.
Oh,
Damn.
okay. Well, anyway,
The fuck, Jacob?
can you tell me what you know about Sasha Guru besides just that he is in proximity to Napoleon's entourage?
He first appeared approximately 2.5 years ago.
All right, that does kind of fit the timeline of activity.
Unfortunately, much of the information that is had about him I am unaware of. My specialties remain in plague chimera mutations, thereafter some elements of the cult of Fia's history, as well as the full history of war with said cult.
Do you know anything about the cure that the fold just invented?
I am aware that Lord Jacob was in the process of making the cure, yes. As far as I understand it, there were a few test subjects that did show promising results after being cured.
Do you know how it works? Or, just that it exists?
I know the basics of how it works, and mostly just that it exists, yes.
Has the cure been used on any other known shifter?
As far as my knowledge goes, you're the only shifter within the fold that has had the opportunity to exist within the same time frame as said cure. I do not think so. Not unless you have undergone such a cure yourself, which, as far as I know, there were only 6 individuals who have undergone the cure so far.
Do you know their names?
Yes, I do believe so. One is goes by the name of Esh, Oren, Ezra, Dimitri, and Alaric.
That's
Where's
5.
the sixth?
I'm sorry. Did I say 6?
You did.
Yeah.
Curious. I do not have the name for the 6th one.
Esh, but again. Okay, well, for the record, that's us. And his brother.
Truly. What a marvelous set of coincidences this is that brought me into your service.
There were 6, but there's not one named registered for it, or
No.
Or was 6 an accident? We can drop that. Or
Above
did you actually
table
mean to
with
say
6
6? Did you mean to say 6? Okay, cool.
Okay, great. No, it's a fun mystery. Awesome, let's do this. It was the otter.
Pancake.
Pancake, yes. What a delightful little fuzz creature.
Oh,
Do you, most chimeric beings, from what you said earlier, take on a canine sort of appearance with some differences, yes. Right?
Shift mutations, yes. There are over 5,000 variations of Chimera that have been cataloged in the Fault's history, including 700 entries predating the migration itself.
Has research been done on their sense of smell and identifications of an olfactory sense?
As far as shifting mutations go, or as far as chimeric mutations go?
Um, are there
Well-
substantial results in either one?
Hold. Chimeric mutations often exhibit the abilities the abilities of the creatures that they have absorbed genetic data from. As far as shifters go, there are cases in which it seems that their senses are heightened, either in sound, sight, or senses of smell. But it also would seem to gravitate towards the creature that the shifter seems to favor in its shifting.
Here is an additional question based in Orphic research. What aspect of Orphic DNA activates that makes someone Orphic as opposed to not Orphic?
That is a very interesting and deep question. Unfortunately, I am not versed in such information.
Do you know where I could acquire such information, or do you know if such research has been done?
I would imagine that there are quite extensive studies that have been done into the Orphic morphology as far as their types of blood. Unfortunately, you would have to speak to an expert on the matter.
And then finally, these lockets are of Jacob make.
Then they should be
Since you-
quite handy.
Since you share that commonality, can you scan these and tell us exactly how they function?
Unfortunately, I cannot.
See. Well, that's all I got, Case.
I mean, we have a slate. We could just call Jacob.
We could just, but
I thought of that halfway through.
We could, but we have this thing for a reason, but yeah, we could.
do you have the list of ingredients to make the cure?
The cure for plague mutations is rather intensive. I only contain a partial list.
Do you know if it needs to be administered in any particular way?
Yes, it is quite an arduous task from what I understand.
So it's not something that could be administered widespread over
Oh no, this is a case by case. Each case takes approximately 1 hour.
That's a lot of time that we probably wouldn't have.
And this is for plague mutations. No such cure for shifter mutations has been found as of yet.
I kind of want to test it out, though.
Dimitri, you could potentially ask Willow. Willow might have some answers.
I haven't. Yeah.
I mean, if
Who is Willow?
Willow has been sort of along your side on these things.
Is this another Fold member?
You could say that.
Yeah, actually.
Yes.
That's an alias of theirs to protect their anonymity.
Oh, spycraft.
Yes.
Cool.
So, if Willow has been along with you all this time, potentially could know inner workings.
I'm gonna draw back and think of her, and then summon.
There's this smoke circle that kind of begins to spew out from under Dimitri's shoes, kind of like burst of dry ice, but this is black and starts to curl upwards and then forms into the shape of Willow, the black cat with starry-like wings.
I was wondering when you would call me.
Well, I mean, there was no need to call you back at the Priory.
True. Is there a reason you summoned me, or did you just miss me?
What do you know of Shifter's mutation to the plague?
There's a moment where the black cat that jumps up onto the table looks, for all intents and purposes, very surprised at your question.
You're asking me about shifters. I was wondering when this question would come. I have a story to tell you. Of the first shifter.
We're getting a lore drop.
And
Let's
that-
go.
And that is where we're going to end tonight.
And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Yep, there it is.
I want the steaming plate of lore dumplings now. They're gonna get cold.
Oh my goodness.
That's a good place to stop, but fuck you also.
Nice. Very nice. We did it. Yay, another session. All right. Well, thank you guys. No, fuck you.
Thank you, Ranger. Ranger knows what I'm talking about.
No. Fun. All right. Well, that definitely did not go as planned, but very interesting nonetheless. When you said you were gonna make a corpse flower grow, I immediately was like, "Oh, wow! I don't think he thought this through."
I don't think he knows how to make a corpse flower.
I was like, because I have seen one of those in real life, not fully bloomed out, but like where the stalk grows, and it was taller than me, and I'm 6'4", and I was like,
Yeah. I was trying to get the smell of it to like distract them for a second, so I could try to like run and stealth and investigate. But
Yeah.
that didn't
I-
go.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
no, and I completely like was so caught off guard by a corpse flower being introduced as not like a stat block of something that I didn't even process. Like, hey, that's a large creature in the game.
Yep. Yeah, they grow to a size of 10 to 12 feet tall.
I thought I was
Jeez.
being so smart. I was like, I'm going to distract them with a flower because I can grow flowers. And
Mhm.
then it was like,
100%. This is definitely something that you can grow. It is a flower, and it only gives off its smell when it blooms, which means it's even bigger. Imagine a small satellite dish of a fleshy bulbous flower.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think we got a lot of good information still anyway.
Oh yeah. Lots of good times.
I just like that. I then when we switched over to Dimitri, I just get a text from June that just says, whose idea was this? So I was like, me, I fear it was my idea.
Whose fucking idea was it to send the barbarian on a stealth mission?
Well, wasn't it? Well, I mean, to be honest, it wasn't a stealth mission.
You're right. It was a charisma. It was undercover, which is the barbarian.
Yeah, but you were called there for your strength. And at the
Well, you know what
time,
For your strength,
didn't
not your
use?
stealth.
You know what I didn't use?
I know.
Stealth.
Because I would have died.
It's fine. You just would have been torn apart by a couple of, lycanthropes of various kinds.
Yeah, I don't
Big
think
Bear Isaiah.
I don't know if I would have survived 10 lycanthropes.
I'm not.
At level
Maybe
6.
2, but that's about it.
Yeah, maybe some bullshit would have happened, with all the various stuff. But
And on the plus side, Dimitri still is not tied to you guys, so Dimitri still has access to that realm of information, and from a very different perspective, because they already know he's a shifter.
They know.
They just don't know my actual name or that I'm just pulled at the moment.
Exactly.
Until I fuck up.
Yeah. But you
Don't
won't.
summon a
You're
corpse flower and
charisma
we'll
based. You'll be fine. It's fine. It's great. It's all great. All right.
Now we have to go after Mr. Sasha Werewolf.
Sasha Goro, person of interest. I do love that I had just finished saying that there was no reason for this person to be around Napoleon, and then Dimitri's like, I'm gonna Google this person. I was like, no, very specifically is a person that was not around Napoleon.
Told ya.
That was great though. It was great.
Hang on, let me history check this man.
Yeah. Just see if he exists. It would be crazy if he did, because I did not look.
First,
So
Sasha Trudeau.
yes, Sasha Trudeau.
What's his name?
How would one spell that last name?
Sandy Jerome.
Sandy
Sasha...
Jerome. I put it in our group chat. It is in there. But anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We'll see you next Tuesday for some game shenanigans, more than likely. And then we'll keep you posted with everything else. So until the next time, stay fey, be brave. The safe word is mango. And as always, praise the mother.
Praise the mother!
Woo! Bye!